my head from him sin. With me tonight, I run away. We'll never forget the past, but what counts is our brand new start. Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. I run away. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, keep them everywhere. Just you and I run away. I run away.
Breathe you in like oxygen. Oh, in an otherwise suffocating world, I'm reaching out for arms, I'm drowning in the open-ended love we're making, girl. Exhale the past, inhale the future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind for the last time. Wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow. Shared my evidence you once really cared. I'm reaching for a hand to pull me up, one open to an everlasting love. Exhale the past, inhale the future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind for the last time. Wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow.
Show live on the TOLE dough. Here in the 9, have mud in the blood, and we're only going up, yeah, vertical. Touching the sky every time we glide on 75, all fashionable, so fashionable, so far from broke. Just letting you know that we get it and go. It's a big nigga energy energy show. Live in the COLE dough. Summer's too hot and the winter's too cold. It's a real sweet spot. You stop and know, yeah, it's a big Nick energy show. So big, I'ma write it in bold. It's a big Nick energy show. It's a big Nick energy show.
The Big Nick Energy Show, the podcast.
Sit down, Corey. Sit down.
No, I want him to keep
You guys
his hands
sit
like
down. Wow. Thanks for the applause in here this afternoon.
Was
Whatever
I
you call
standing? I don't remember.
Just sit down. You're so gracious that it blows my mind sometime, Corey.
All right, yes.
How'd you guys' headphones? I had to adjust some settings.
I'm
Your
good.
Headphones are
Mine
good?
are good. I'm good.
Everybody's
My
good?
headsets
Yeah.
are golden.
Nice. It is February 17th.
Tis.
Episode, drum roll.
Woo!
Drum roll. 38. Bing! 38 in the house. Welcome to the show. It's Monday. If it's 6 o'clock and it's Monday, you guys are listening to the show. We just want to apologize from the bottom of our heart. We're going to waste the next 60 minutes of your life. But thanks for hanging out.
I don't think today's going to be a waste.
No?
No, because we have a very talented and amazing human being in studio
Oh,
today.
stop it. Stop it. That's enough. Stop it.
Who has
That's
done
enough.
wonders for this podcast, all behind the scenes and all affected directly to you. Who is our guest today, Nick?
Gina!
Wait, what? I want paid more. Yeah.
Guys, I talk about her every single week.
So excited.
Every single week. And not only are we going to talk about her today, but she's actually live in studio.
And I thank you very much for that, by the
I had to
way.
make Corey put his shirt back on when he got in the studio.
That is, you did not tell me that you were bringing in supermodels.
Yeah.
today.
We got Sara from Apricity Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. She is live with us today. Welcome,
Thanks for
Sara.
having me. I'm
Thanks for
excited
coming.
to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We're going to talk to you here in just a little bit, but we got my co-host Corey W. King in studio.
Corey W. King.
In studio.
Hey, Corey. How you doing, Corey?
Oh, it's our intern. Hey,
Shut up over there.
we still make the same salary.
And we have the S, Gina, in studio.
Just the S?
Just south?
It was SS,
Am I
but now
side or
she's not
south?
as SS.
She's not a cell side?
She lost some of it,
Which,
so now
which,
she's just S.
wait a minute, though. Which S are we dropping? South or side? Am I south
You're
Gina
just
or
side. You're just
Gina?
side Gina.
Oh, side piece Gina?
Like a side.
What's down with it? What up, girl?
Wait
like
a
a
minute.
side piece
All
Gina.
right, bet. Side piece Gina.
Oh, man.
Oh,
And there was a
jeez.
time in my life,
Hey, we've all been there and we listen and we don't judge.
my epic hoe phase.
Stop it.
Hey, 304.
Stop it. So yeah, we finally got Sara live in studio. She's from Apricity Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. She's the one I've been going through. So let's see. 5 months now, Sara? 6 months?
It's been about 5 months. Yeah, you look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much.
fantastic.
So we're going to reveal right now how much I'm down.
Oh, I'm so excited because I could tell when I walked in.
Before we
Corey,
actually
hand me that
get-
calculator.
Before we
Corey,
get to
hand me
the
that
actual
calculator.
number here, I just want to say,
Yeah.
I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because of what you've done for Big Nick, you've actually created more real estate in this room for the rest of us.
Stop
Oh my
that.
gosh.
So thank you very much.
You're
It's
so
much
welcome.
appreciated.
You're
Like
so
before,
welcome.
I had to sit
Carry
against
the
the wall.
two.
Wait, it's solar.
How much?
So there's there we go.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He doesn't math, in case you
I don't math either in my head.
70 pounds.
70
pounds.
That's amazing.
Nice.
When Sara came in here, she's like, "Have you ever held 35-pound dumbbells?" And I
That's a lot
said
of
no.
weight.
I said no. We don't do that around here.
No.
I don't either.
But that is a lot of weight gone.
Yeah, how many gallons of milk is that? That's 8 gallons
So that's
of milk?
8 pounds per
Yeah.
gallon.
It's 8.5 gallons of milk.
I'm not
So
really
that's like-
sure where you're getting your
It's
8 pounds.
8.5 gallons of milk, dude.
Okay.
No,
Please
pounds.
stop mathing.
Pounds per gallon.
Oh, it's 8 pounds per gallon, but it's
Yeah.
8.5 gallons of
1
milk.
gallon of milk weighs 8 pounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Does it
times
really?
that's 70. So far.
Are y'all doing like whole milk
It's
or
8.5.
2%?
Not whole milk, whole milk.
That's what I thought I said.
That's 78 gallons of milk.
Okay, that makes.
I think.
that math.
Is that
checks.
right? I don't think that's right.
That's many That's many trips out of
Yeah.
your car to the house.
Yes, too many.
That's
Too
delivered.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's click list.
Again,
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
we're all proud of you.
So yeah, Sara, thank you so much. You've been a pleasure from day one. I reached out to you when we, we're at that point in the show. I said, "Hey, do you want to jump on board, be a sponsor of the show?" And we talked about it like, "Hey, let's work out a trade where I can
Absolutely.
start this weight loss program."
And-
And just be transparent with what I've been going through. And at first, I'm like, how much can you really lose from a shot? Really?
I know, it's
10
hard to
pounds,
believe.
15 pounds? But as the first the first month I was down like 20 something pounds.
Right.
And that's not typical. You are atypical. That was incredible.
He's also doing a lot of work too, but
Yes.
because we have to be
It's a tool.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
be transparent
absolutely.
that it is a tool. So you can't kind of like Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
He's a tool.
He's also a tool. But
I like the band.
But
tool.
you can you have to want to put in the work. You have
Yeah.
to want it,
Absolutely.
and if you do, then it is going to be a great tool for you.
Absolutely. You have to utilize everything around you and take full advantage of this program to be truly as successful as my journey has been. Because not only do I take the semaglutide shot once a week, I take
Right.
that once a week. I also changed my entire life of like my eating habits.
right. Like you're working out. You're eating
working
well.
out. I cut out sugar. I cut out carbs, fast food. I'm eating 100% healthy. Basically everything. What do you call that? Organic, like chicken, eggs, vegetables, like things
You're
I would have
eating
never had
clean.
before.
You're eating very clean. Yes.
Yeah. And it's absolutely amazing. And I'm doing my Peloton. I did a little last month. I did 60 pounds on my Peloton.
What's
Did
your
60
Nice.
pounds in 30
60
days.
pounds?
Peloton name?
Or 60 miles.
60 miles.
I was like,
Okay,
how do you
I'm
do
like, what?
60 pounds on a Peloton?
Yeah, 60
I was
miles.
confused too. But I want to know what your name is because I have one too.
I don't do the screen. I just do
Oh.
just ride and it keeps track of my.
So
Got it.
yeah.
you bought a Peloton to use it as a bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was going outside. I was walking the neighborhood, but sometimes it's raining, sometimes
Yeah.
it's snowing. I'm
Yeah.
like, what can I do
That's
inside?
why I want an exercise bike.
Yeah,
but I
be
don't want to
careful.
spend the extra 35, 40
Yeah.
bucks a month for the Peloton program.
It
I
can
get it.
become a clothes hanger as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not mine.
I'm
Mine's
proud of you.
dust free.
That's
I-
awesome.
I think you've inspired me. So
Thank
I
you.
have a bike. I have a really nice bicycle
Yeah.
that I got to do like road races with and stuff, but I haven't used it in years.
You're down weight too because you look great.
Yes, I am. I went with something other than try the
Tirzepatide?
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
See,
you.
just like same words.
Same
Yeah.
wavelength.
Mine is like basically crack. And that's pretty much what I'm doing.
So you just
lose
do
the
crack
weight.
is what
Just
you're telling me.
crack every
Okay.
now and then, and
Rod, got it.
The Jenny
It's coming
Crack
on.
Diet.
Way to go, Corey.
yeah. So
Yeah.
but-
And Gina too.
Yes.
Gina, all of us are just skinny minis.
We're just on different journeys. Like
Yeah.
we all
Yeah.
have different tools.
Yeah.
So I'm down. I think it's like 50. I don't get on the scale.
What do you mean just 50?
But
That's amazing. What's your tool?
I had weight loss surgery. I had bariatric
Okay.
surgery.
Oh, you know what? I'm a nurse on the floor at Toledo Hospital where we
oh, nice.
I was there.
Ren 5.
We'll have to talk later.
Yes, we'll talk later.
So, I did though go to put on a pair of jeans that were my standing jeans.
Yeah.
I don't know if guys do this. You guys have standing jeans. That's just
Oh, yeah.
very uncomfortable
Wait,
to sit in.
standing jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, like you can't sit down because
Yeah,
they
like
get
if
snug.
you sit down, they're very
Yeah.
tight. So I was like, well, I'm gonna. Sadly I had a funeral to go to, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be sitting around, so I'm just gonna throw these on real quick. And I went to put them on, and I did the whole like suck it in and like
Yeah.
lengthen myself out,
Pull 'em up.
and it like wouldn't. I didn't have to do that. I was like, oh,
That's the best.
Normal.
and then they're button fly, which
Yeah.
is even makes them. So I button them up, and I could put my whole arm in there. with
That's
me.
great,
That is
Gina.
the best.
And they
feeling.
and I mean 2 months ago they were standing jeans. So
and now they're sitting jeans.
Now they're
Yeah.
sitting
Or they're
and
were
jeans.
very comfortable. I did notice I had to pull them up a little bit, so I was like, well, crap. If these are my standing jeans, I'm gonna have to buy new jeans soon. So
that
darn
is the
it.
biggest downside of weight loss.
it gets
Yeah, it
expensive.
yeah.
It does.
It does.
3 new pair of pants, $120 for me. And that's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
I want the cheap route.
Yeah,
However, appetite suppression, less food.
Right. I spend
Money.
less money on fast food and going out to eat now. So
Yeah.
I justify my clothes.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
spend
I
like
haven't bought any
15
yet,
bucks a day at least
Probably. Yeah, I would say.
On food or clothes or what?
on food back in the day.
Oh
I'm
gosh, more than that for me.
I'm probably around 50 a
A
day.
day?
Yeah.
Damn, Corey?
Yeah, but he eats out. Remember, he eats
yeah.
out a lot.
Like
So
that's
do
your
we.
whole
So,
life
and
is
that's
eating
kind of what I
out?
wanted to bring up to Sarah. Triceratops works for him, right? That's
Yes.
the drug that works for him perfectly. For me, I am addicted to fast food. I understand it's a problem. I've actually
Sure.
seen therapy and counseling groups about it and stuff. And from my understanding, it's an appetite suppressor.
Yes,
right?
it is. It slows the digestion of your food. It suppresses your appetite.
Okay.
So you're not hungry.
So like,
You feel
Right.
fuller longer.
Yeah.
all
I guess,
of that.
I guess my fear is, when I eat, I'm not eating because I'm typically hungry to begin with.
Sure, you're bored.
You're
There's
bored.
an emotion attached
I'm
to
bored,
it. or-
emotional attachment,
Sure.
convenience factor.
yeah, absolutely. Out and about, you can just stop in 2
yeah,
minutes and have a hot meal.
It's,
For
it's
sure.
literally like
Yeah.
a routine. Like
I want to dive in on this though, because me too. And one of my problems was that I always want to feel full. Like I hate that empty feeling in my stomach.
Okay.
And so constantly would eat, and real hunger didn't have anything to do with it. And I enjoy food. But now my stomach's the size of a banana. I can't talk. It's the size of a banana. And so I thought the same thing, though. Hungry doesn't have anything to do with why I'm eating. So if that's the case, then I'm still going to eat. And I was really concerned about that, having surgery. And the cool part is that if your appetite is suppressed, you aren't thinking about food.
Exactly.
Right. It's almost like, what do you do with your time when you're not obsessing over the food?
And you really don't. You really won't.
So
Like,
for the last
you won't
5
do
months,
it.
I haven't thought about like, I'm hungry, what can I eat? It's basically, I know I have to eat, so I'm going to make something healthy.
And that's
You know what I
great.
mean? You're
Yeah,
not starving
exactly.
like, I'm hungry. What's going to make me happy? What's going to make me feel good? Arby's.
And since I don't eat as often, I'm a little more picky about what I put into my body. You know,
Sure,
I'm
like
I thought you were gonna say something else.
I was gonna say, I was about to
I was
say into
so
my
queued up.
mouth, and
Yeah.
I looked at
Gina.
Corey, and I knew it was the wrong thing to say.
Gina, don't ruin a nice thing we have here.
So, but I do want to say, before Corey has a plethora of health issues. So be,
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
just make sure he
Like-
just like fully discloses every single thing.
Your
wrong with
window
him.
to get with me is closing really rapidly. Just
So-
throwing it out there.
There's not really much, with the exception of 4 contraindications, that I wouldn't prescribe this for someone. A lot of cardiologists are prescribing it for their heart patients.
Okay.
It's really great. And I still have cravings. Instead of eating like a whole pizza, I'll have like a slice
Yeah.
or two.
just to get the.
Yeah, I still get cravings
right.
though, which I like because I do love food.
Right. And
So
I
Sarah-
want to eat. I
Sarah,
just-
Apricity Renew You Med Spa. You're based out of Maumee.
Yes.
What? So I'm on the semaglutide shot. What other services do you have as far as weight loss and what other services do you provide at your place, Sarah?
Sure, we have medical weight loss. I do fillers pretty much anywhere on the face.
Like Botox?
Yeah.
Botox, we do toxins as well. Botox, we like to use Xeomin where we are. We do all kinds of vitamin injections and do Lipo Plus. And then we're also this Saturday going to be rolling out IV hydration.
Nice.
Which we're
Nice.
super excited about.
You guys got a hydration station?
Well, we're going to have a few. Yes. And
Nice.
and
That's
am not-
exciting.
I am not in charge of this. This is actually one of my nurses that works with me, Emily. She's going to be taking care of and kind of leading that whole thing.
Yeah, we got her in studio. We're going to transfer over to her here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Sarah, how long has this place been in Maumee? How long have you had this place?
I started this about 9 months ago. It's gone fast. It
Only
was
9 months.
Yeah.
That's incredible success so
It
far.
is.
Thank
and,
you.
and I'm going to be a client too because I want to do a lip flip.
I would love to do that.
We can
for
do my-
you.
we can do
Although
it before
you
and afterwards.
drinking out of a straw is a little difficult.
I don't drink out of straws.
Okay. Also, do you ever like do this with your chapstick?
Yes.
Okay, really hard to do that. I'm just
Let me
gonna be
see.
honest.
Do it again. I do that every
like
day
that.
to a chapstick.
But here's the thing: is that when I put it on though, I use my fingers to do it.
Okay.
And then like that's just a habit.
Okay.
Like, so it's not like it's necessary.
It's
I don't
so
really wear
necessary for
makeup.
me. So I'm more a fan of the filler in my lips versus the flip.
I mean, we'll talk.
Okay.
I'm not opposed.
Sarah's
to that.
got the best thing about Sarah. She's got options.
Oh, yeah, we have
She's got
options.
options.
Is the fact
Go ahead,
that
Corey.
she doesn't have lips
I
gonna be
have
a
lips.
factor?
Let me see, Gina.
No,
Move out.
not
Lips.
at all.
Saying,
She's
like-
got nice lips.
Okay,
Actually.
Let me see your lips.
all right.
No,
I'm
you have
just saying.
beautiful shaped lips.
Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
I'm shaped lips.
Best
I love
lips
that.
I've seen
try, Corey.
today.
You
Nice
guys
try.
don't have to suck up to her, all right?
Nice
She's
try.
not like a real person. She doesn't have feelings. But there are people out there who do not have lips. Can they still get lip filler?
Yes. So my mom is one of those people, and
Little tiny lips.
yeah, just actually, I was one of those people. I just build very slowly with those types of lips.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of
just,
different options over there. So if someone is interested in joining like the weight loss journey, what is like the main criteria they have to fall into to even qualify for that? Like can anybody do it? Like say
Sure.
like I was 350 pounds. Like what if someone isn't as big, they just want to lose just a few like 10, 15 pounds? Is that something
Sure.
that they can
So-
still do as well?
If they were to go and try to get prescribed I call it the name brand version of this medication,
Yeah.
like Ozempic or Mounjaro, there would be guidelines where the BMI would have to be over 27 or with comorbidities.
Done.
Comorbidity.
Like
Don't,
heart failure.
That
do
word.
not let Nick say that word.
it's a comorbidity.
I have been trying to explain to him what a comorbidity is. I can't even say it right anymore.
Comorbidity.
A comorbidity is to him for years. I mean, for months, and
Yeah.
he just butchers it every time.
comorbidity.
Yeah, just like, heart failure, shortness of breath, COPD, things like that, things that affect your daily life. And,
She is speaking my language.
So basically,
So-
you have to have a major
Corey.
flaw.
Yeah.
Well, that's most of the patients do. However, there are some patients that literally just want to lose 5 to 10 pounds or utilize it for appetite suppression.
Yeah.
And for those patients, I just do more of a low dose. We might even dose them every other week versus every week.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's options.
Kind of
there
break it
too.
up a little bit because they don't want to lose as much.
Sure, and
they're trying to lose a few.
I'm always screening for mental health and any like addictions, or we don't want someone to come in there who's obsessively trying to lose weight.
Right.
We have to screen for that as well.
And also the cool thing about you is I know people are, with their schedules is pretty hectic, but they can actually do a video call with you.
Oh yeah, they can
instead
do
of coming in.
virtual appointments.
That makes it so nice.
Absolutely. And then they can have me order their medications directly from the pharmacy, shipped directly to their home. I do have a lot of patients that are quite uncomfortable giving themselves the injections.
Yeah.
So they'll come out weekly to see me, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Corey.
I have an
What
answer.
does the process of getting the injection look like? Because I know a lot of people are afraid of needles.
Pinch your fat,
I'm not
stick it
saying
in.
I am, but I'm just saying would you be gentle with me if I went?
I'm always gentle with everyone. In fact, they tell me their family members are a little harsh. They'll just jab that needle in there. It's steady, but nice and easy.
I'll do it for
You don't even
Corey.
feel it. It's so tiny and little. Don't
like you.
It's just so sharp.
Hey.
It's so sharp.
Corey,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
will
thank you.
give you your
Thank you.
shot. I will.
You were going to treat it like
I
a
will do it
dartboard.
for
I am quite
See, and
okay.
That's what some
exactly
people
what I
do.
thought.
She's just going to be like, oops, I missed. Got
Yeah.
your eye.
She'll use it like a shank.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, "Oh, I can't wait to give the significant others coming together," and
Yeah.
the wife will be like, "I love giving him his shot."
Yeah, every morning I'm in my boxers in the living room with the curtains wide open with the light on, just give myself some shots. So,
Yeah.
That sounds
It's nice.
terrifying,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I
So
think there's
is-
a law against that. Maybe.
That's why my
Not in
neighbors
your own
across the street
house.
don't talk to me.
Not in your own house. So is it an everyday shot, a once a
No,
week shot?
it's a once weekly shot if you're going to do the maintenance dose. If you're trying to lose weight, like I said, I do have some people that take it every other week once they reach their goal.
Yeah.
But ideally, it's once a week. I've been on this for 3 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been life changing.
It is.
So-
Absolutely. I can contest
Yeah.
to that.
So with this whole the once a week shot and the maintaining and stuff, if you let's say you lose your goal weight or 10 pounds past your goal weight,
Yeah.
and you stop taking it, do you end up gaining weight back, or
That
how does
depends
that?
on how dedicated you are to your lifestyle changes. For instance, Nick, he has totally revamped his entire life. He eats healthy. He works out. I feel like if
That's just normal to me
If
now.
he were to stop the shot, he would not gain the weight back. Someone like me, I gain it back because I have no self-control. I should, you know how you said you went to therapy for your food? Like realistically, I probably should talk to someone about it too. But when I'm on the shot, I don't have the cravings, typically the hardcore cravings I used
It
to.
almost changes your mind,
Yeah,
mindset as well.
It does.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining the journey that I have joined with Sara, she's on my Facebook page. We always tag her and stuff. Hit her up, drop her a message, say you heard it right here on the Big Nick Energy Show.
And if you say you've heard it from Nick, you get $50 off.
Oh, so mention the show,
Yeah,
I
mention
heard
and
it
you
from-
get $50 off.
Nice.
Do I still have to mention? I mean, I'm here. You
yeah,
know me.
I mean, you can name drop him right now. It's cool.
I mean,
Just say, hey, I know Big Nick.
can
Yeah,
I say
it
I
right
know
now.
Corey? Like,
No,
does that
you gotta
give
say
me
it. Say it.
anything?
Hold on.
No.
He wants you to
ahead.
say it.
I can't.
Go ahead.
I know.
I will pay
for
full
$50.
price.
I know.
Pay
I'm
full
good
price.
friends with Nick, and I listen to the Big Nick Energy Show
Okay.
every week.
Thank you, Gina.
Yeah, for $50, that's the most we're gonna
I'm
get
just-
paid by him.
Yeah.
True. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. I'm just. I don't know if I can sell my soul yet and
geez.
admit that I know you publicly.
And I did ask Sarah, I'm like, what's the most anyone has ever lost?
It's you.
And she said me.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
You need a before and after
Thank you.
picture of him on your wall.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I would frame that and put it
Yeah.
up.
I do look at some pictures and I'm very disgusted when I look at my old pictures. Like, how did I let myself become that?
Life.
Yeah.
Life happens.
But you don't realize it because that was always me. I've always been big, so I've never really looked at it. I've always been the big guy.
You know,
but now looking back, I'm like, ugh.
What bothers me is like I'll look at myself in the mirror and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I feel good about myself. I have that confidence.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. And then I'll look at myself in pictures that other people take
Yeah.
and tag me in. And I'm like,
Yes.
who is that ogre?
No,
You
that's
know?
real. Like when I
That's-
look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I am so cute. And then I see pictures, I'm like, who's that fat bitch?
Yeah.
That's why I like selfies.
Yeah. So when I was big, you know how they have them apps where you put your picture and then it shows who you're famous, like who's your
Yeah.
what is that called?
Your
Like who you-
doppelganger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mine was Shrek last time I did it. It was Shrek.
Mine is Fiona.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about it.
I think Fiona's really good looking.
She's hot.
She's a
Fiona
troll.
can get it, for
She's
real.
a troll, but I feel like she can make
She's
meatballs.
first of all,
ogre,
she's
not
an
a troll.
ogre.
Yeah.
She is an
Alright.
ogre.
Yeah.
She's an ogre, not a troll.
Yes.
Get it right.
A cheetah troll.
What?
If she's wearing cheetah print, it'd be a cheetah troll. They're not all gems.
Fat people
around
shouldn't
here.
wear animal print. I don't care. I'll say it.
So Sarah, so you were talking a little bit before the show. You're adding IV hydration.
Yes, we are
the
adding
spot.
it. We're going to roll it out this Saturday. What is that, the 22nd?
Something
I should
like that.
know. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
22nd.
So Emily is in charge of that. She's a nurse, and I'll let her tell you about it.
Yeah, let's get
because
Emily
this
in
is
here.
her baby.
Emily.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
You guys are being weird.
Emily, welcome to the show. She just transported in.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, hi, Emily.
Hi, how are
Welcome
you
to the
doing?
show.
Thank you so much.
So, tell us. I've been seeing it on the internet all over. IV hydration.
Yes.
What is that? What is it?
IV therapy. It's, you go to the hospital, you're dehydrated, you get a bag of fluids.
And
That's
that
essentially-
clears.
So same thing.
That cures you
Yeah.
most of the time. Like,
Yeah,
You go in and you're like,
absolutely.
oh my gosh, I can't believe how much better I feel. Whatever they
Yeah.
gave me, and it was just IV. It was
So it's
just the
literally
hydration.
a bag of fluid going into your blood.
It
like
is.
it's the needles and
There
stuff.
are some added features.
Nice.
We have a few different kinds of drips. We infuse them. It's not just normal saline like at the hospital. Because what would stop you from just going to the hospital?
Right, go to the ER.
My copay.
Right.
That's what's going to stop me from going to the
Some
hospital.
copay, not everybody does.
Well,
That's
not
what
only
starts
that,
to
but they
die.
don't give you an IV immediately. Like they
Yeah.
don't. Like and if you go in and just ask them, like I'm dehydrated, they won't.
Right.
You don't want to pay an
Sure.
ER payment for this.
Sure.
This is and also when you go to the ER, there's a bunch of sick people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go to the ER. I want to
Yeah,
come
someone who
see
has
you.
SARS.
For sure.
Yeah, I would like to not catch any. Like I don't want to come out with something I didn't go in with.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
For sure.
So how does someone know if they need some IV hydration? Like what?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know much about it. So
absolutely.
Just to throwing it out there, like the only experience I have with the IV stations, if you will, have been for like my friends who have hangovers.
Absolutely.
Is
That's
is that like
accurate.
your target market or?
That's a big one.
right.
Absolutely.
Let me show you guys something really cool. So I want everybody at home that's watching to
Yeah.
do this too or listening.
Yeah, Gina.
Take your knuckle and pinch it. And if it stays like where you pinched it, you're dehydrated.
That's called tenting.
oh shit,
For all you
I'm
non-medical people
dehydrated.
listening.
Well, I mean, I just got
And
loose skin.
the
look
reason
at-
why
look
I
at-
told the reason why I said for everybody to do it, yes. The reason because I think that wouldn't you say like most people don't drink enough water? They don't drink enough fluids. Isn't that
I am one
accurate?
of those people.
I 100% don't
Guilty
drink enough
as
water.
charged.
This is the first liquid that I've drank in like 2 days, and that's not an exaggeration.
And for me, for people that have had bariatric surgery, it's hard to drink enough water.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal is 64 ounces a day, which I usually hit, but even that is not enough. I used to drink
Yeah.
before surgery. I would drink like a gallon of water a day, and I cannot get there anymore.
That's, I mean,
So,
a gallon is
that's
a
hard.
lot.
It
My
is.
doctor told me to only drink 30 ounces of water a day because of all my heart issues. And even that's a struggle for me because I just don't drink water
Yeah.
or liquids on a day.
Yeah.
And it's
It's hard.
awful.
It's hard. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what type of people would need something like this? Just kind of
Well,
anybody?
I mean, we have a few different drips. We're offering. You mentioned hangover, so that's actually one of the drips that we have. That's all of the drips have different vitamins for different things.
Okay.
The hangover one specifically has Zofran in it, which, if you're familiar, is an antiemetic for nausea. You go out
Yeah.
to the bar, you jingle too much, you're not
That
feeling
is
so
so
hot the next
awesome.
day. We've got you. We've got fluids and some Zofran. Kill that nausea, get you hydrated. That's a big one.
Nice.
That's a big target audience for sure.
How long does that process take?
Well, my background is ER. Spent many years in the ER as a nurse. I could probably throw your IV in 30 seconds with my eyes closed, 15 with them open.
I was going to say, please
So-
just open your eyes.
Yeah, I'll take the
think about
15
it.
minute.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
So how long with the fluids? How long are you sitting there for?
I mean, we wouldn't want to go any less than an hour, especially somebody with heart issues and you probably have a low EF. An hour. Just estimate an hour for the bag to go in, probably an hour and a half from start to finish from when you're walking.
Okay, that's
in to
not
walking
bad.
out.
A little time to relax, play on your phone for a little bit.
Absolutely. We have TVs, we have beverages. The ambiance is very nice. It's a very relaxing place. Sarah's done a great job.
And
Yeah,
that's
Sarah's
why
got a
you
great.
don't
I
go to
love
the
going in there.
ER.
The smell is absolutely amazing.
It is it not? We have
Yeah.
to ask Sarah what that's.
What's that smell, Sarah?
It's from Bath and Body Works.
What's the scent that you always have?
1,000 wishes.
1,000 wishes.
I love 1,000
I have
wishes.
that at home. I have 1,000 wishes.
100% love 1,000 wishes.
Yeah,
It smells really good. So you're starting off this Saturday is the kickoff for it, right?
It is February 22nd. Yes, the 22nd. Yes.
And what's cool is you guys are based right in Maumee, so you're kind of right in the middle of everybody.
Absolutely. We get that Perrysburg action, obviously,
Yeah.
Maumee, Toledo. I live in Michigan. It's not even really that far of a drive from
No,
Michigan.
from Michigan line, it's what,
Yes.
12 minutes?
I love when people
Probably
in
some
Toledo
75.
complain like, oh my gosh, that's so far. And like when you've been outside of the city, you know that within a city it would take you an hour to
Yeah.
get from one side to the other. In
Yeah.
Toledo, like nothing is more than 20 minutes away in
Nope.
Toledo.
When I was just in Austin, same thing. It took an hour just to get 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. All the time, too.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
We don't realize how easy we have it here.
We do.
I've always said I love Toledo traffic.
Yeah.
You know, even when there's a backup, an accident or anything like that, you're done with it in less than 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's great. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's really cool, Emily.
I'm very
We're
excited
to
for
hear
you and for
about
all
this.
your clients.
This is exciting for you guys.
Yeah. We also, I mean, the hangover one is a big one for sure. But if you've been out or you talk to anybody, I think everybody in Toledo, Ohio has influenza A right now.
Oh
or
my!
norovirus.
Yeah,
I
we
just
had
got
it.
done. Yeah,
You guys all had it too.
too.
Yeah. So we have an immunity drip for that. Like
Nice.
high dose vitamin C. There's zinc, B vitamins, great for boosting the immune system. So I'm excited about that one
I'm
because
excited. I might have to stop in and check it out.
Yeah,
Kind of
for
put my
sure.
feet up a little bit.
Well, and I teach, so I'm around a bunch of germ carrying tax write offs every single day.
hey.
What?
Corey's not a write off.
she is very accurate.
He's a quota.
They are.
I got 7 kids. I mean, sorry, I don't have any kids.
Stop. You can't flirt with everybody
They're
that comes
crumb-
in here.
Crumb
just the cute ones.
snatching,
married.
crumb snatching.
Shout out
Oh,
to
that,
Steven.
don't,
Shout
that
out to
doesn't mean
Steven.
nothing.
Oh no!
I just gotta say,
Steven, wait,
Can
isn't
he
he an
whoop me?
MMA fighter? Yeah,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh,
Black belt in karate.
Okay.
You guys,
Corey,
found the-
you've been
you
engaged
guys
now
found the loophole.
for how long? You been engaged? 3 weeks now? 4 weeks
since
now?
the Ohio State
Yeah, it
game,
just happened.
whatever that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happily to be married, and the wedding plan is going to be starting soon.
Yeah,
and
no,
things
it's
like
What a
that.
lucky
yeah,
woman.
just-
She really is. She
Poor
really
soul.
is. I'm a catch.
Poor
I'm just
soul.
saying.
We're getting a lot of highs. My mom's saying hi. Andy's
up, baby
saying
girl?
hi. Oh, Andy. Andy's in the group saying hi. Your
Hi.
boo. Your
Oh,
boo,
Andy
Sarah.
Joe?
No, Andy.
Oh,
Who's
her
Andy?
boo.
Sarah's
I thought you
boo.
said Andy,
Oh,
Andy Joe.
okay.
Specify an
Tracy,
Andy.
Christina.
We know a lot of them.
I just seen Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Lisa,
Yeah.
who?
Lisa Dunn
Lisa.
from 419 Singles.
Love you,
and
girl.
she's doing some great
I know,
things.
I was sick,
We just
so
had
I
her
missed
on. And
her.
she's
I
doing
feel
some
so
great
bad.
things.
My sincere apologies about that, Lisa. I apologize. You got to come back.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do because I miss you. I know Lisa, so I just haven't seen her in in years. I think.
Nice.
So I would love to catch up.
Emily, what's your guys' hours over there?
Oh, well, we recently extended hours till 7 p.m.
Whoa.
We typically start around 9.
Nice.
Yes. So
Monday through Friday. Oh, you guys open weekends too?
yeah,
Or-
we're kind of tinkering around with our Saturday hours. We're extending them because with the IV hydration, the weekends are going to be a
Yeah,
big
that's gonna be
time for people. So we're kind of working out the
I
kinks
really
there.
wish this would have been a thing in my 20s because
Right.
like, I remember, I think I died every weekend. I'm almost positive every single weekend I died at least once, maybe twice.
If
a
this
weekend.
existed in your 20s, you wouldn't have this beautiful rough exterior, though.
Corey.
Well, I just would have been less hungover. All it would have done was made it easier for me to drink the next night.
True.
So we're enabling. No,
Yes,
we're not.
absolutely.
Emily is not an enabler.
Absolutely not.
You're not an
She's-
enabler. You're helping.
She's
the
making-
economy.
She's
She's
enabling
trying
a
to make your
healthier
life better.
lifestyle. She's enabling a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
So I think she is an
Absolutely.
enabler.
Yes.
Well, thanks,
yes.
Emily. We're looking forward to checking that out, and we're hoping to hear some good progress with you guys over at the IV hydration
IV
station.
hydration. Come see us.
That's going to be great.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Excellent.
Same.
Perfect.
Next,
Corey,
next you got to get a little bus and do a hydration station on wheels.
My mom recommended that.
Oh, mobile.
Park at the college campus.
Oh,
You're gonna
give me
pay.
all the ideas.
There'll be a line going
I
out.
got
the,
you, I got you.
Going out.
Just park outside of Chevy's place.
Yeah.
And she'll be fine.
Love it.
Great. Corey, what'd you bring with you?
Well, I've got a couple of topics. One, I have a 2-year-old who is obsessed
Yeah.
with her pacifier.
Oh,
To the point that
seen that.
it's So when we put her to bed, and it's kind of our fault because we like our sleep, she likes her sleep.
Yeah.
We put like 8 to 10 pacifiers in her crib every single night. So
She loses one, she can just reach over and grab another.
Exactly. And without exaggeration, Scarlett sleeps from 8 p.m. until 9 a.m. almost every night.
Oh, wow.
Like without
Nice.
every single night's a full night's sleep. We have a couple occasions where she might wake up.
Yeah.
But she loves her pacifiers. We don't mind her having pacifiers.
Yeah.
But she's starting to chew through them, and so they're starting to lose their effect. And we know that at some point we're gonna have to get rid of them.
How old is she?
She just turned 2. So
not
we
the
got
age.
time still, but I just need to
Getting
know,
there.
how do you wean your toddler off, and when did you wean your toddler off of the pacifier?
So here's the thing: when she chews through them, right, when they're ruined, just say, "Oh, well, this one's garbage now," and have her throw it away.
Let her lose the interest
And
herself.
then eventually, either she'll stop chewing through them, or she will throw them all away, and there's no more left, all gone.
Or there's the cry it out method. I've done that before.
I'll be honest.
Some
Not a
parents can't
fan.
deal with that.
Not a fan.
So first off, the chewing has actually stopped after we made her throw a pacifier away herself.
Yeah.
She really hasn't chewed. She'll put it in her mouth awkwardly, but she doesn't really chew through them anymore. But we know it's going to happen again. As for the cry it out method, this is my 7th kid and probably the first one that I like show true affection towards, because like I
Oh, you
can't
admitted
tell
that.
her like no.
a horrible human.
No, I'm just like I've been like I had a heart attack and a stroke and like a whole new life upon me, and so like I'm just cherishing every single second I have with her, and I
get that.
do not like hearing her cry.
Listen,
it breaks
listen.
my heart to hear her cry.
This is what I
so-
did. This is what I did. We took the tip of the pacifier and with scissors we cut the tip, so they lost interest where they gave it up themselves instead of you trying to take it away.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Gina. Gina.
I meant that
So
in a
cut them. So
literal
take
sense,
all of
too,
them.
though.
Take all of them. Cut the tip. Throw them like normal, and then she'll just think that that's how they're getting, and she'll lose interest herself. And
So at what
it
age
worked for
should-
all 3 of our kids.
At what age should we
I
try
don't
to
remember the
transition?
age though.
And the other thing about cutting that is that then if she were to swallow it or something like that, if you're worried about the choking hazard, it's
Not really.
well then what are we worried about exactly?
Yeah, I mean, she's not going to be 10 and
What's the
using a
age?
pacifier.
Just what
There
age
isn't.
is an appropriate?
How old was Brody?
He's 13.
How old was he? Did he have a pacifier when he was
I
little?
thought she
No,
was like
but
he was
he-
13
no.
when he gave up his pacifier.
Wait, he didn't have a pacifier?
No, but he did drink out of a bottle until he was about 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bella drank out of a bottle.
Maybe
till
even
she was
longer.
2.
And you know, my thought process was he's not going to be drinking out of a bottle when he's 10 years old. I mean,
Some kids are.
And that's kind of my theory.
Some kids are.
I guess the thing that bothers me is that Scarlett does not look like your traditional 2-year-old because both her mother and I are taller people. Specifically, her mother's a taller person. Scarlett looks like she's 4
But she's
already,
not.
and she just turned 2. And I know that, and not that it matters what other people think or their opinions or anything, but people are going to see this kid, like a person who looks like they're 7, walking around with a pacifier in their
That's
mouth.
all
That's the
right.
worst when they
And
can
then
take
they-
it out and have a conversation
And
with
then
you.
and then they can mind their business
Right.
and move along.
Everyone has an opinion. You don't need to worry about those.
Honestly, I wouldn't put too much. I would just say just let her have it and let her just be a baby for as long as she can be a baby.
Right.
I'm 100% down with that. Okay.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
let that stress you out.
There's other things to worry about,
For
Corey.
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I brought is
Yeah. What do you got, Corey?
so I have been being treated by the Cleveland Clinic since I had my last stroke.
Yeah.
Or my only stroke, I should say. I'm not planning to have another one.
Your first one.
And yes, my first,
First
and only.
and last.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my next one's going to kill me, guaranteed. But regardless, I love the Cleveland Clinic. I love the doctors out there. I love the treatment. I love how attention to detail they are.
Yeah.
My insurance has changed.
Oh,
and I
no.
now have to find a new doctor within my network.
That's a
and
lot of work, Corey.
It is a lot of work. And
Like
I
locally
really,
here.
yeah. So my problem is that I did have a doctor's appointment with a new doctor, and my only true parameters, because you can call like this little hotline and get like tips and say like this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I said I'm looking for a female doctor because I love women's empowerment. I love my children seeing women in positions of power, and I just respect women in general, whose first language is English.
And single.
No,
Hey.
I can work on that for her.
Hey.
So those are my list of requirements.
English
They-
woman.
English speaking female. They gave me a male doctor from some other country who barely spoke English who
Yeah.
seemed rushed. And so I almost feel like I wasted my money on my initial visit because I now have to find yet another doctor. And I just want someone who cares.
It's
So
not cheap neither.
yeah, like how do you guys find you're good doctors.
Sure. Oh, I ask Facebook a lot.
Yeah, I was
whenever
about to
have
say, well, that's
something.
what, yeah.
However, I did go to, I was in pre-med for a long time. And I did go to school with someone who I recommend. He's not a female, though. He's out in Sylvania.
Because Sarah, you're actually
Like
a nurse
how-
practitioner, right?
I am. Yeah, I should have been a doctor by
Not
how many
great.
years I went to school.
That's
but
a
yeah.
hell of an accomplishment.
I would.
Thank you,
I
thank
trust nurse practitioners over doctors. 11 out
I
of
think
10
we
times.
have, the most of us have really nice bedside manner.
You have a bedside manner.
We have compassion.
of a nurse
Yeah,
you
and
care.
the knowledge of a doctor. And
Yeah.
I will pick a nurse
Thank you for saying
practitioner
that.
every single time. And I know some people don't feel that way, but I have had the best care I've ever had for myself and for my kids has been nurse practitioners all the way across the board.
I've had the same experiences, actually.
yeah.
So you're almost going to have to go to Facebook, just make some posts. I mean,
and I can
that's-
ask my.
I can ask my Facebook community.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
kids' pediatrician is amazing. She's an NP also.
Okay.
She can she recommends a lot of the doctors that I've absolutely loved as well. So we can we can find one.
We'll find
figure
you something.
out because
We'll
Is
figure
it
it out by
specifically
tonight.
a cardiologist?
no, I'm just looking for a primary,
Primary
care,
care.
physician.
Oh, I love mine.
Okay, is it a female?
Yes.
Is her first language English?
Yes.
Then this conversation didn't even need to
Yeah.
happen.
And I'll
You
just
could
give you her number and you can go
Please do.
see her. Yeah.
Seriously, please
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
No texting after 9, Corey.
No, I got 3 minutes after 9. We cool.
Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago.
I know. I'm dating myself huge.
That's so funny. Guys, I got something I want to kind of bring to the show. If you're out, say right now, I asked you guys, hey, do you want to do something Friday? Say, hey, I'm going to dinner Friday, 4 o'clock. Do you guys want to go? Would you have to tell me I have to check with my significant other first? Or could you just go on your phone, check your calendar, and if you didn't have anything on your calendar, you could
Oh,
commit?
I like this question.
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Please.
for me, I usually just check my calendar because we have a shared calendar.
Yeah.
But I'll ask him. Well, I guess okay. So is it just me?
Say-
that's
no,
invited,
say-
or
say-
he's invited. As
No,
well?
say, here. Hey guys, I'm going to dinner Friday, just me, and I was going to see if you and Corey and Sarah want to go to dinner Friday at 4 o'clock. Do you guys want to go?
So I would check our calendar, but I also would shoot him a text and just be like, "Hey, do we have any plans Friday?" Just to double check because sometimes I forget to put things in the calendar. But like ask permission. No, we don't do that. Neither of us do that.
What about you, Corey?
Oh, I don't ask permission to do shit.
Like if I asked you right now, like 4 o'clock Friday, we're getting some Mexican. Do you want to go?
Well,
No.
Corey can make plans because
That's the answer. I don't have to check in with Gina. I'm just not going because I'm not coming to Toledo to go out to dinner with you on a Friday.
Say it was close to your house.
Oh, then absolutely. If it's close to my house, absolutely.
Okay, so you wouldn't have to, like-
I would change plans, but I do check in with Gina, hot Gina, not this thing, because it's not only a respect thing, but it's like she knows the schedule better than I do.
Okay, so you should have to check your schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because I mean,
yeah, that's what it is
we're-
for me too.
Yeah,
Because mine's on my phone. I know, like she'll put stuff in her phone. So if you guys ask me, hey, this Friday 6 o'clock, do you want to go to dinner? I could look real quick, and I noticed that we don't have anything in the calendar, so I could right now tell you, yeah, for sure, I'm in.
my ADHD does not allow me to be that organized.
See, and I think that's what works for us.
I'm pretty organized for us and putting things in the calendar, but Dubs is not.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I double.
So you
check
just still have to
with
double
him.
check because
Yeah.
he's not good at it. Like me and Danielle are both on the same page. We automatically put stuff in the calendar. Sarah, what do you do?
So this is actually something that comes up sometimes. So my boyfriend Andy, he's honestly this sounds cheesy, but my best friend. So when people invite me out, I'll say, yeah, I'm gonna let Andy know, but is it cool if he comes? He's like one of the girls sometimes. He can be like, he's a chameleon.
He seems great.
Whoever
He
he
seems
hangs
like a
out
great
with,
guy.
yeah, he can just kind of like blend
In.
Yeah.
No matter what the circumstances.
Yeah, he's
Excellent.
awesome. So it's like having my best friend all the time. So we have a group of friends and we kind of all just hang
Yeah.
out together.
So you
So
want to
could you-
bring him with you?
yeah, I love having
So
him.
could you look on your phone right now and do you have a calendar on your phone?
I use my work calendar. So yeah, I do.
Okay, so you could look right now and be like, yeah, we have nothing going on. We're in.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I would drag Dubs with me if it was my choice. I would like drag him with me everywhere I go because I feel the same way about
Yeah.
him. Like he's my person.
And that's what you want, right?
Yeah, but he's not very social.
Oh, okay.
And so like he would hate every minute of our lives.
And
if
that's different.
If I drug him out. Like I'm just trying to picture that of me making him go with me. He will.
I will
That's the thing.
attest.
He'll go.
I'll co-sign Gina on Dubs being just like this quiet wallflower kind of person because I think the first time that I had a conversation with him was probably the last time I went to your house.
And we've been friends for like
15
yeah, like
years.
15 years.
Yeah.
And Dubs knows him. Dubs
And,
really likes
I
Corey.
like him. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but it's just usually like, hey Dubs, hey Corey, and stuff. And
Just he's an introvert,
well,
maybe.
actually,
He is. He's
Gina
very-
also kind of explained it like he is her significant other. He wants to protect her, and our relationship is very.
He struggles
toxic
because
and-
we talk a lot of smack, and
Exactly.
he
Yeah.
struggles
And-
because like Corey will just call me a fat bitch out of nowhere.
Oh, and,
I've
and
never
he's
called you a
overprotective.
bitch.
For
Yeah.
me, I laugh like it's hysterically funny.
But he doesn't
for me,
understand
but-
that dynamic.
No,
He
he does.
does.
It's just like he wants to jump in and
Right.
defend her.
But it's
Sure.
hard
Right.
because it's as a
Yeah.
man, his first instinct is like don't talk about my
Protect
girl
your
like
woman.
that.
Yeah.
But he knows.
But then his girl is saying things way more horrible. To
Right,
me.
he also gets that too because I'm awful. Like there are a lot of times where he's like, I just have to walk away because you deserve everything you're getting right now.
Yeah.
So,
But I actually really like Dope.
but I would love for
Seems
him to
like a
come
great
out.
guy.
Oh,
He is a
absolutely.
great guy, and he's very funny and he's very smart. And I love like at home
Now-
we have conversations,
Yeah.
but he won't conversate with anybody.
Is there a place where you could hang out with your friends and him, and maybe where he would feel the most comfortable, other than home?
No, not even at home. He literally goes upstairs every
Okay.
time I have
So he's
friends
like a
come over.
hidden hermit.
Yeah, he comes out. He says hello. He visits. He every once in a while with Corey now. He'll sit out with us.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is 15 years in the making that he's finally coming out and sitting and
He's
and
like a cat.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Like it takes him literally forever to even
Yeah,
warm up to
months,
you. And then
years.
all of a sudden
I
he's
can
like
see
making
that.
biscuits on your lap. So.
Oh, I
No,
love
he's
that.
not.
But a dog would hump your leg in the
He'll
first 30
only
seconds.
make biscuits
That's
on my
Corey.
lap. Thank you very much. He will not make biscuits on your lap.
Now you
One
two
can hope.
together. I mean, he's
We're polar opposites in virtually every aspect. It's
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
We are night and day, and it works out really, really well.
And that's kind of how me and Hot Gina are as well. Like we have almost.
I would like to
nothing-
say I think Gina next to me is hot as well.
I mean, she's.
You don't have to defend me. Trust me.
She is. She's a split image of Jennifer Lopez.
Corey,
Yes.
Corey looks like a milk dud. I'm not offended when he
Oh my
doesn't
gosh.
call me hot.
I
It's
love
okay.
it.
It's pronounced George Lopez.
Oh,
But-
George
yes,
Lopez. My bad.
It's the same.
My bad. I thought it was J-Lo.
But nonetheless, no, don't get me wrong. Gina deserves all the credit for what she is. But I'm
Call out to your Hot
engaged
Gina, too. I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
I get
and
it.
also I call her Hot Gina as well.
That's
I'll
where
call
it
her
came
Hot
from.
Gina too.
Yeah,
She
yes.
literally saw her and was like, "She's hot, Gina," and I was like, "Done."
It is. Yes, it is. She is hot, and
love that.
I really
But
like
yeah,
her a lot. So.
All that to say is that we don't really have a lot in like common to do things together. She likes drinking and likes football and.
I like
drinking.
that.
She quotes Step Brothers.
What?
Oh yeah, like constantly.
Nice.
Constantly. Step Brothers. What's the other one?
Wedding
Talladega
Crashers.
Nights. Little Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every single time I go to the house, I can guarantee you one of like 5 movies is on.
That's great.
Like she's
That's
she's a
great.
bro. She's like a dude, but I absolutely love her, and I am like a princess who wants to be pampered.
Amen.
and
He
loved.
really
And I'm just
is.
like-
Yeah, he is.
I'm like, oh no, we need mimosa night and pedicures, and she's just like burp. So that's like
and she's like, I got this Cornhuskers lotion we can use.
so
Homemade.
So with like the going out and doing things and stuff, if like Nick was like, hey, I want to go out and do something,
Yeah.
Depending on what it was, I would not even invite her. I'd just be like,
So
you
what
can
if I
stay
said
home.
let's change it? What if I invited couples like, hey, you guys, this Friday
For the game or something.
Could you commit right now on behalf of your significant other?
I could.
My significant other would be
So
like,
you could be like, me and Andy are in.
Absolutely.
Okay, Gina.
Would I? Yes. And would I drag him with me? Yes. That doesn't mean he's
Would he
gonna
go?
like it. Yes.
Would he go?
He will. He literally will do anything.
Do
I
anything you
ask him
say.
to do.
So if you're
Yeah.
so if you call him, you're like, hey, this Friday we're going out with Nick, couples night.
Yeah,
We're going.
he would be
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, usually what I say to him is something like, "Hey, I want to go here. If you don't want to go, it's okay." And I
still give him the option.
him his
Okay.
out.
Okay.
But he knows if I say we're
Yeah.
going to do this, I really want him there, and he is all about my happiness. Like
Nice.
whatever makes her happy, this is what I want to do.
Corey, what about you?
I would invite her, and then she would immediately say, "You can go by yourself."
Oh, come
It
on.
makes me sad because I like Gina.
Is that
So-
okay for you?
I would love to
is that
hang
okay
out
with
with
you?
her more.
100%. Like I have other friends that I hang out with and go to things with and stuff like that.
But what if it was
I
a
have
couples thing? I want to
If it
invite
was a
couples.
I mean, again, she'd probably be like, take Nearest or take somebody else, and I'd be like, done. That's just who she is. If it was a situation where it was a couples thing and there's no Ohio State game
Yeah.
on and you're going to a place that has an abundance of beer,
She would do that.
she would
She'll
be
go.
like,
Okay.
She would like to hang out with us.
I'll go. But again, she
Yeah.
doesn't leave like Pandora at all for anything. So like when you guys are trying to get her in here to do the show, I knew that would be a no because she's not going to travel to go hang out with my friends or people in general.
Like if I committed to you guys, I could honestly like tell Danielle like, hey, this Friday 6:00 we're going to dinner with these guys.
Now
She's like,
you've brought this up a lot. Are you inviting us
I
to
was gonna
dinner
say,
on
are we
Friday
going to
night?
dinner on
can.
Friday?
I mean, not this weekend, but I'd love to.
Actually,
absolutely.
I wanted to bring that up. First of all, I really do want to do like a once a month or Big Nick Energy Show outing.
Yeah.
Where we all go and our sponsors come and we all
Hang out,
out,
bring some people.
Whether it's
Little
like
mixer.
karaoke or dinner, whatever.
This weekend, actually, Renew Spa is having a hydration station
Yes, we
grand
are.
opening that we can all attend. I'm actually planning on stopping by.
We would love that.
What time
myself.
is it?
So what time is
What's
the
it?
grand opening specifically?
It starts at 11. Because
Saturday 11?
Emily, well, the people that are hungover may need to sleep in a little bit.
Fair.
This is
So-
on the
They might need time to
22nd.
wake up.
They might.
Yeah.
So this is the
So,
22nd.
11 until when?
until
go tour
the
it.
last person shows up.
Okay.
I don't want any hydration, but I do want to come and check out this spot.
You're gonna love
I'd
it.
love
I just
to
want
show
to
you
see
around.
this.
It's the
I just wanna
cutest
show
place.
around and check it out and ask some.
We will be there. I'll be
some
there
other
at 9
questions.
a.m.
I always feel dirty when I go in there because I'm always at work and I stop in my propane stuff and I feel homeless when I walk in.
I have noticed progressively because you wear the overalls.
Yeah.
You just keep shrinking and shrinking and
Yeah, they're
shrinking.
getting baggier and
bigger
baggier.
and bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
That's
flag.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be great. So your thing you got something going on Wednesday, right? Is that open to the public?
Yes, it
Is
is
that
open to
open?
the public. So we're having a belated Galentine's event just because of the weather last Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it's from 6 to 8, 6 to 9-ish.
What exactly is it?
So it's just really thanking everyone, all of our clients and people that aren't our clients yet. We're offering discounts on some services. No services will be provided on Wednesday, but there will be vouchers or gift cards for those services. So, I forgot. We also offer microneedling. I love microneedling.
What is that?
So
I've
that
heard
is
good
actually
things.
many micro needles, and I use exosomes or hyaluronic acid, and just the goal is to cause pinpoint bleeding, so all over your skin.
It sounds awful.
dangerous,
It's not
but it's
that bad.
wonderful.
It sounds relaxing.
I love getting tattoos, and the microneedling, Emily did mine. She did a great job.
And doesn't it? So after you do the microneedling, it makes it basically
Improves your collagen and
Yeah,
elastin.
it doesn't. It forces your body to make more collagen, which then
Right.
fills in the wrinkles. And
Yeah,
things
just
like
kind of
that.
tightens your skin.
It's actually concern. I don't know why I know this much about.
I
This
know. I'm
stuff.
impressed. You should come work with me.
Right. She knows a lot.
I have no licensures whatsoever.
How about some marketing?
Gina always has
What am
knowledge
I-
of everything we talk about.
What do
You
you
should be on
call
a
it
game
when
show.
somebody knows a lot of like I have
A know-it-all.
plethora
No,
of
you're-
useless information.
I know it all.
You're like world. Like I'm book smart. You're like just.
I don't
street
know
smart.
why I know things. I know a lot of things.
Connoisseur?
Well, I would be like I think a connoisseur would be like if
I
I
mean,
was
it's a connoisseur. What is that? Is
If
that a
I was like
dinosaur?
an expert in something, and I'm an expert in nothing. No, I know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
No, that's incredible.
Like every time somebody talks about like legal stuff,
Yeah.
I literally quote Jay-Z and I say, I ain't passed the bar, but I know a little bit. And I can tell you that Drake's going to lose this lawsuit.
Oh, absolutely.
So like I said, I ain't passed the bar, but I know a little bit because
Gina's got knowledge.
In civil court, the little tiny bit of backstory is Drake suing UMG but I think for promoting Kendrick over him, but also now there's a little bit of defamation and slander accusations
lot
being
going
thrown
on.
around. So here's the problem, though. So
I'm supposed to ask you about the Blake Lively lawsuit. Do you know anything about
no,
that?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Gina.
So here's the thing. So in civil court, the burden of proof is on the accuser. So it's on you have to prove if you're saying that I'm
Wait, what are we even talking
slandering
about
you
right now?
or liable, if you say I'm lying about you, Drake, if you say that I'm lying about you, then you have to prove that I'm lying. I don't have to prove that you have to prove that I'm lying.
See, this
I don't have to prove you
confuses me.
actually did. Okay, so here's the thing: the regular definition, like the layman's definition of pedophile, is somebody who goes after underage kids. So now there's a legal definition for pedophile, but that's not going to apply to the civil thing. So here's the thing, though: Drake can't prove that Kendrick is lying because there's actual video of Drake kissing a 17-year-old on stage, which is the layman's definition of pedophile. So now he can't win that. He cannot win it
It's a
because
tough one.
there's proof.
he
It's a tough one.
he kissed on
There's
camera,
objective
kissed a
proof.
17-year-old girl.
While I'm not discrediting what your case is saying at all, or am I Team Drake by any stretch of the imagination? And this next statement is going to make me sound like a pedophile. But a pedophile is a person who is attracted to people who are prepubescent.
I understand that.
He is a hemophile, which is someone who's attracted
yes,
to
but here's the thing, though. The legal definition won't
Yes.
apply necessarily in a civil case when you can use a socially accepted definition and a socially accepted
What if you're
definition.
attracted to hamburgers?
I'm not saying that
'Cause I
that's
am.
wrong at all. Drake's
also.
There's gotta be a name for
other
that.
issue right now is the fact that he has 13 registered sex offenders living inside of his house.
Oh, I did not know
So
that.
that is
So
a
it's going to be, so what I'm saying,
bigger
I guess
scope to try to
ultimately
argue.
what I'm saying is that I haven't passed the bar, but I know a little bit, enough that I know Drake's not going to win this lawsuit. So
The only thing
he's
I can
not.
think of that he might have a leg to stand on is the fact that most diss tracks don't actually mention people by name.
Right.
They just kind of hint around it. And Kendrick looked directly in the camera and said, "Hey, Drake," and then said
Yeah.
the court a minor and the pedophile thing.
Right,
That's
but
tough.
again, he
Which
can't.
again,
It's tough.
You
He
can't prove.
He can't prove Kendrick's lying because there's actual video of him
It's-
kissing a 17-year-old
Exactly.
girl. So that's that. That's a wrap.
So
Yeah.
you guys may have already asked this question on another show. Did you like the halftime show?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I loved it. I love Kendrick though.
Nope.
Okay.
I love
Did you
the
understand
symbolism.
what he was saying and all the symbolism?
We can
Yes,
talk about it
because I
in
know
1
his
second, but
song.
real quick, Sarah, someone said, what time is your event Wednesday?
It is at 6 p.m.
So if you want more information about all of her services,
I'm gonna try
they're going to
to
be
go.
open. You can stop by, ask some questions, get some more information on all their services, and just say hi and become friends and things like
Yeah,
that.
we'd love that. We'll
Yeah,
have
Sarah would
food
love
and
that.
drinks, and we'll
Emily, you
pamper
going to be there too?
Oh, she'll be there.
She'll be there too. So, but yeah, the halftime. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Okay,
it.
I'll
Let's
talk
get
about
into it.
Gina loved it.
I did
Corey,
love it.
I was not the target audience.
I disliked it verily, and let me tell you why.
Why?
I don't think the Super Bowl, so I felt like this performance was based on a message. And I don't feel like the Super Bowl is the time for his specific message. I didn't feel it was
What was
right.
his message?
I don't really know,
Okay.
but
so
I
how
feel.
can you say
how do you-
that?
you-
'cause I-
So you're
this
against
is-
the message
Hold on,
that
this
you
is
don't
what I
even know?
feel. This is just what I feel. I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of messages being spoke.
Okay. Keep
I
talking.
don't know
January
exactly
6th.
what. But I don't feel like the Super Bowl is the time for that.
Okay, Red Hat, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's why I didn't enjoy it.
Okay,
I didn't enjoy
so-
it.
I didn't enjoy it because I'm not the target audience. But here's the thing. You're not the NFL doesn't put on a Super Bowl halftime show for football fans. They want people who don't watch football, who aren't tuning into the game to watch the show. Kendrick Lamar, without a doubt, has at least 136 million
That's a
fans.
good
Get that, but just a minute ago you
let
said.
me finish.
Go
Let
ahead.
me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Kendrick Lamar
Go
has
ahead.
enough fans to have broken a record for the Super Bowl halftime show.
You're
And-
right.
And
He
the
did.
Super Bowl can now say that they had more viewers than ever before because of all the new platforms and
Yeah.
yada yada and
You're
blah
right.
blah blah.
You're right.
Hear me out.
You're right.
They got people who don't watch football to tune in to a football game concert, and football numbers got credited. All of the symbolism, all of the other stuff means absolutely nothing. Jay-Z picks out who performs at the Super Bowl because of this. All right, so this is why you're never going to see Luke Bryan. This is why you're not going to see Taylor Swift.
Morgan
You're going to see
Wallen. We're
not gonna get the
Morgan
numbers.
Wallen. You're going to see, because again, those people who like those guys are already watching the Super Bowl.
True.
Right.
4
Yes.
years ago, Black Lives
Right.
Matter kicked in, and
Right.
and African Americans boycotted the NFL. They're trying to get that viewership back. That is why you're seeing Kendrick Lamar at the
Which I'm fine with. But just a minute ago, you said he looked at the camera and said Drake.
yeah.
And then we're talking about
talking
pedophiles
about
and
one-
things like
That's
that.
his one
We're
song,
talking about
1
one
second.
song.
But that doesn't need to be a part of the Super Bowl.
He didn't say the word pedophile. It was censored.
But you know what I mean.
And what I know is it was the number one song of 2024 that was on his discography. And if he didn't play it, it would have
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
been he couldn't.
The
have
man
not
just
played
won a
it.
bunch of Grammys.
And I
You
get
talking
He
that.
about-
won
I get
5
that.
Grammys off of one song.
And
That's like saying Cher
it's-
don't sing "Do You Believe in Love."
He
after
got
love.
album of the year.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. But that's
No,
okay.
I thought he got
whatever
album
he
of
got.
the year. Didn't he get album of the year?
Beyonce did, but that's okay.
Buoyancy
Really?
got album.
Not the point.
Really?
Or country album.
Yes, but that's another thing is this whole thing with the Grammys too. Like on the side note on that is that one thing we forget is that the Grammys are industry awards. They are not based on popularity and how much you liked an album. This was from the peers in the music, and people tend to forget that about Oscars and Grammys and things like that. Is that they're industry awards? So Beyonce winning Country Album of the Year, her peers were the ones that picked that. So it's irrelevant if you didn't like her
Exactly.
album or not because her peers are the
Right.
ones that voted for
Yeah.
her.
And going back to Kendrick Lamar, I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan only because I'm not familiar with his music.
Right.
His that that is really catchy. I'll give you that.
I've been humming it for days.
That's
yeah.
my right now. That is my ADHD.
I can do that
tip.
dance.
That's
I
my
can do that
vocal
dance.
stem.
I can't name a
I just
single...
yell mustard
I couldn't
randomly.
understand anything he said the
I
entire
couldn't
time.
either.
I thought the audio was awful. It bothered me that he was sitting on top of a GNX, which is my favorite car of all time.
Which
but
is
then it
the
wasn't-
car that he
it
was
wasn't
brought home
real.
from the hospital in.
No,
because
it
that-
wasn't.
that-
He was
yes.
brought home in a Buick Regal, not a GNX. You know how rare GNXs are? His daddy was not
It
that
was a
rich.
rental.
Well, whatever. That was his story.
But okay, yeah, he's a liar. I like the Serena Williams symbolism during the Crip Walk after she got fined at Wimbledon or at the tournament. I like all of that.
Also, the
But-
double meaning of that. Well, usually that has to do with well, maybe she dated. It's also Drake's ex.
Yeah.
So it's
Maybe I'm
extra
not hip.
funny.
What
You're
about,
not.
What about
You're
the
not.
Squid Game? Is there something?
There
with
was.
that?
It wasn't a
wasn't-
Squid
it was
Game. It was a
PlayStation.
PlayStation controller.
I thought it was
wasn't
also Squid
I
Game
thought it was Squid
myself.
Game.
He was talking about America's Game.
Okay.
We had Uncle Sam who was telling him, no, that's too loud, that's too ghetto. And then he went on to perform something a little bit softer, and he's like, yes, that's it. And basically, it was.
You're trying to shut down
it's
the culture.
showing the black culture in trying to make it in the way that the United States is set up right now.
Right.
And it kind of, I mean, if you notice the symbolism of them walking through, it looked like a prison yard. And there's and all the colors running away from each other because we have such separation in our country right now. And in bringing it all together, and at one point, when Uncle Sam said, no, that's too loud, that's too ghetto. One of the things we remember is that black people helped build this country to what it was, what it is now. And we have to, it was built literally on the backs of black people.
You're
and
welcome.
so
Thanks, Corey.
when Uncle Sam's like, that's too loud, that's too ghetto, and he goes right into the American flag made out of black people. And then the song is Be Humble, Sit Down. And I think that just that moment alone was huge. And here's the thing: if you don't like the music and that's why you didn't like it, cool. Like totally fine. Like I get it. I love Kendrick Lamar. I've liked Kendrick Lamar since he came out. He's one of my favorite contemporary rappers.
So was that one of your favorite halftime shows ever?
No,
Okay.
it was definitely the one with Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I think he
Yes.
could have left
Emily
the beef
agrees.
out of it though.
Michael Jackson.
He couldn't strictly number.
old.
I get everything else. I'm
and
for that. I'm
Prince.
for everything else,
Because-
but
I
he
don't know
could have
who
left the
Prince
beef
Prince
out of it for the Super Bowl.
literally made it rain during Purple Rain. I know he didn't make it rain, but it literally rained during
rained.
Purple Rain. It's
I
hard
did
to
not
beat that.
know who Prince was when he performed at the halftime show.
That's insane.
I
to
know,
me.
but-
But so, anyways, if you don't like Kendrick Lamar, okay, cool. Like I get it. That's not your genre. That's not. You don't know his music. You're not his target audience. But for the people who were the target audience, it was just drenched in symbolism. His music. I mean, he has 22 top 10 songs, so you can't say the man doesn't have hits.
Right.
It was hit after hit. SZA is amazing. She's an amazing artist, and she was out there with him. So I think that
Who was also Drake's ex.
so like there's a lot, but also another thing to remember too is like we can say, oh, that's not the time for the beef. This was. Hip hop is still growing. Like we grew up with hip hop.
Absolutely.
It's
Love
the
hip-hop.
same age
I love hip-hop.
as us. It's literally growing. So we've never done old school hip hop stuff before. This is all brand new. And in the history of hip hop beef, this is the biggest beef in history. And Kendrick Lamar wrote Not Like Us in about 4 hours. It was a comeback song. Within 4 hours, Drake dropped a song, and then it wasn't like he had it written because he was answering all the the stuff that Drake said in his diss song. So he wrote this #1 5-time Grammy winning song in 4 hours, and it was a kill shot. And never ever has a diss track went mainstream like this.
They've always
and won
been, like,
Grammys.
Hidden and things. You
And
never
they're-
hear when that's
and they're kind of like underground. Like if you know about the diss, everybody knows about this beef because of this song. This is the first time in history this has ever happened. So for people who love hip hop and who are just who grew up on it and who are passionate about it, this was huge. So yes, he did have to play that song because it was enormous in the hip hop culture. So I feel like I hope I explained it.
I think you did a
well,
great job at
yeah.
explaining it, and also to kind of go back to you of you not liking the Super Bowl. You weren't supposed to.
Yeah,
you weren't the target audience.
Yeah,
You're
it's
upset
okay
about
if
a
you
message
didn't
you
like
didn't
it.
I'm
understand.
fine with the hip hop. I'm
No.
fine with all the other. I'm not. I
You're
wasn't
upset
happy
about
with the
a
beef.
message that
the
you
beef.
didn't understand.
The beef is
But
what
the
I
beef,
don't like.
the beef was part of
Not for
like,
the Super Bowl though.
It was
Do it at
part
your
of-
concerts. Yes.
It was part of the. It's part of the culture, which the culture was the whole premise of the show. And so, and yes, he does. He does have to do the number one song.
Yeah, but
of 2024.
Drake and underage kids, it didn't need. You don't need
I
that
don't
for
know.
the Super Bowl.
I guess don't kiss underage kids on stage, and maybe they won't call you out on a Super Bowl. I mean,
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Without knowing anything about the beef.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing about the beef at all. I know for a fact that you didn't understand a single word that came
yeah,
from
you
our
wouldn't have
set
known
on
what
stage.
that song was.
It was
about.
okay. I like his beats.
So
I like
you
his
are
beats.
literally upset about what you heard about the Super Bowl versus the Super Bowl part.
Also,
halftime
the
itself.
entire stadium yelled A minor,
Yeah.
so they weren't mad about it.
I know, but I don't. I just don't. In my opinion,
I don't know.
respectfully,
Don't kiss
Okay.
17-year-olds when you're 30, and
I
you'll
get that, but
probably
the-
be all right.
that's not the. That's not
Don't
the time.
text
It's not the
14-year-old
time.
girls about their boy problems.
What
not the time.
about one more question? Guys. What about Taylor Swift getting booed? I felt so bad.
Okay,
felt-
no, hold on a minute though. I think though, and I felt the same way
Okay.
at first. I was like, that's bullshit. Like, how rude. Like, what? You can't hate her. I think this is why though.
I just saw her face and I
I
felt
think
bad.
yes, I did too. And she was like, "What is going on?" It kind of made me really sad. But I think it's because I think it was the Eagles fans booing her because she's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
like I think it was as simple as who she's represents.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I like
Now,
Taylor Swift.
With that said, like I know a lot of people, including Hot Gina, who absolutely hate Taylor Swift because
Sure.
she's taking away from football by being on screen for a half a second. And she and I have had conversations about how Taylor Swift is bringing.
So she's a
new
Brad, Chad, and
audience
the dad.
stuff. Yeah, she's like she's bringing a new viewership. She's bringing families closer together. She's doing a lot of things behind the scene that a lot of people aren't talking about, or she's not getting credit for.
And even if
I
all
agree, it
she's
was
doing is
definitely
watching her
Eagles
boyfriend
fans.
play
Yeah.
football, so what?
Exactly. It was definitely
So
Eagles
what?
fans. Madonna never got booed when she visited Dennis Rodman. Carmen Electric never got booed when she visited Dennis Rodman.
Did you say Carmen Electric?
Those were some good
Carmen
basketball
Electra.
days.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said
they were
electric.
great basketball
Electric
days.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
the NBA sucks now. I hate it.
I
Kim
mean-
Kardashian, there's so many celebrities that visit their significant other athletes who don't get booed.
Right.
I'm almost positive that this was the fact that the Chiefs, like when she's in Kansas City, she's a queen. She's not in Kansas. She ain't in Kansas.
and
no
half
more.
that stadium was Eagles fans. So I feel
thought you
like
were about to say
when
illegals.
half of a stadium is full and booing you, it sounds really really loud.
Oh yeah, it was loud.
But I really think it was just fandom.
That was a rough Super Bowl.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
I was for the Chiefs at the beginning, and they just threw it. They threw it away.
I wasn't
Yeah.
for anyone.
They
'cause
threw
I
it
didn't
away.
care
They
because
weren't
I'm a
looking
Lions
good
fan.
both ways at all.
It wasn't a fun game to watch.
No,
I
not
was,
at all.
I was my biggest disappointment was in the commercials.
Absolutely.
Because I only watched the Super Bowl for the commercials.
I don't think I watched a
The-
single
It's been a
commercial.
few
I
years
don't think I
since they've
focused
been
on them
good.
this time either.
Yeah, so I was really excited to have a new Budweiser commercial because
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
they bring out like the Clydesdale
The
with the
horses.
Dalmatian, I'm like, it's just like instant like tears. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, you
No
guys got a
emotions
horse-
evoked.
Yeah, so no emotions were vected. The one with the tongue, it was just like super creepy.
Oh, the one with
That was
that
weird.
flesh hat. That one I saw. That was weird.
Oh yeah, the cowboy
Where
flesh
he's
hat
born
with
with like
Timu.
the and they like wait for your
Or
moment,
Timu.
and I thought it was weird anyway.
There were some
But,
weird
like,
ones.
It was just, and then the Harry Potter guys flesh hats making fun. Like it was just weird. All of it was.
It's like,
I'm
this is what you're spending your
and
millions on?
I know that. I know that it was a hit with a lot of people, but I'm sorry. Seal being a seal was.
I
it
actually
was
like
creepy.
I
It was
actually-
weird to
I'm not
me.
mad at
it
that
was
one.
so creepy.
Real talk, I've been waiting on that for like 30 years.
I've seen so many memes with that now.
No, it's just creepy. It was so creepy to me.
Like,
All
I
the
felt bad
AI
for him,
commercials.
but then I'm like, he's obviously a part of this.
Yeah.
No, he loved it.
Oh, yeah,
he
for
loved
sure.
it. He did an interview on it, and he said he loved it, and he couldn't wait for his kids to watch it because his kids were going to think it was.
But then again,
hilarious.
when's the last time someone mentioned Seal?
Well, Heidi
Exactly.
Klum.
Yeah, Heidi.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Yeah.
divorced now.
No, I know, but that's when.
Yeah, you're right. My goal when I was first getting into comedy and like the whole celebrity
Yeah.
thing was to get invited to Heidi Klum's Halloween party.
Well, you
Yeah,
have to
she's
be
a
able to
hottie.
say her name.
I know,
first.
that's
Yeah, you got to be
why
able to
she-
say her name correctly.
That's why the invitation got sent back.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
terrible.
That's why, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks, Sarah and Emily from
Thank you for
Pricity
having
Renew
us.
You Med Spa out in Maumee. They're having
Wednesday
a
at
kind of a
6.
hangout
And Saturday at
this
11.
Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You can stop by, say hi, get some more information on all their services. Also, this Saturday, the IV hydration station at their
Yes.
spot opens up. So if you guys want some more information, just hit her up on Facebook. You can ask away.
Absolutely. Thank you. for
Also,
having
if
me.
you mention the show, they will save you $50 on weight loss
That's insane.
packages
Do
as
it.
well.
Do it.
Got to mention us, though.
Yep.
Say you heard it right here.
On the Big Nick Energy
Say I want to
Show.
be just like Big Nick. Awesome.
They don't have to say those words. Just
No,
say,
I don't
you
like
gotta say
that.
that?
I don't like that. Just say I heard it on the Big Nick
Yeah.
Energy show.
You guys are such haters.
Because first of all, what about Corey and I? Because I feel like we're awesome.
They can name
also.
drop both of you too.
I know, but I just.
Oh, so if they
Yeah,
name drop us,
absolutely.
they get the 50?
Name drop.
Absolutely.
Name drop.
What if they're
yes.
like, "Hey, I slept with Corey"?
That's
Same.
half Toledo.
I mean, that's
she gonna
name
go. She
dropping.
gonna go out of business.
That's
She ain't
50
got that
that's
many
50
Bring
bucks.
them on in. Emily's ready.
That's a
to
lot of
start
50.
diving.
Emily's gonna be like, go ahead, put your legs in the stirrup. We'll do a,
Yep,
we'll do
we'll
a
do it.
swab.
That's a lot of $50 off.
We don't offer that service, but I mean, we could.
Oh.
Well, thanks for hanging out, ladies. We appreciate you.
Thank
Sarah,
you.
thank you so much for helping me a part of this journey. I'm so
I'm
excited.
honored.
Down
Thank you.
70 pounds, and I'm loving
Congratulations.
life.
That is
And now I can eat
incredible.
burgers and fries and
Fatty
things, but
to
now
daddy. I love that line.
I do.
Fatty to daddy is
Fatty
the
to
best
daddy is
line.
I'm getting that on a shirt.
Yes.
From flab to fab.
But now sometimes I have my burger and fries, but now I'm in control of it compared to that food being in control of me.
Yeah. Like you can stop. Like take a few bites. Oh, I'm full. I can put it down.
Or eat half of the burger.
Yeah.
Save it for later.
So Saturday I did an event, Pilates, or what is it? What did I do?
Pilates by
Pilates by V.
yeah.
And she had a whole table of like snacks and little Debbie hearts and cookies, and I had none of it.
Nice.
That is
none of it.
Good
very
job.
much
None
self-control.
of it.
I'm impressed.
It wasn't for me.
You know what? Ever since I started this, I have not liked sweets. I don't like candy. I don't like sugar. I don't
None
like
of it.
fruit, though, even. It's weird.
Only thing sweet she likes is her Andy.
Andy. Yep.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Corey, Gina,
Hey,
see you guys next week.
Wait, no. Where can people hear this show?
I was just about to get to that. Don't rush
When
me.
you're saying see you next week. That's a good
Guys, if you missed the show, you can check us out at Spotify.
Spotify.
Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. You can also check out the show right on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Just type in The Big Nick Energy Show. Guys, see ya.